Welcome back to Britton Farms Homestead. Today we are going to be roasting some red bell peppers because I want to make some roasted red pepper soup and can that. But today we need to go ahead and roast these peppers. Somebody gifted us a sack full of peppers. We're going to roast them and we're going to turn them into roasted red bell pepper soup later on. But I'm going to take you step by step how to roast them, and then in another video we'll do roasted red pepper soup, and I'll show you how many peppers we got and how to do that. And if you're new to our channel, we do a lot of cooking videos, we do homesteading, we grow gardens, we do canning, we have homestead animals, rabbits, goats, cows. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and you'll get a notification every time we put out a video. But I'll go ahead and show you these peppers that we have. These are the peppers that were gifted to us. These we have washed and de-seeded, and we're gonna put these in the freezer so we can have stuffed bell peppers out of these later on. All of these we are fixing to roast so we can make some roasted red pepper soup. Now, some of these, as you can see, are getting some age on them. They're not rotten or anything, they're still good, but we're gonna go ahead and roast them, and they need to be roasted now. Some of them are just fine, like this one, but we're gonna go ahead and roast them, and I'm gonna take you step by step how to do that. We've already washed them. We're fixing to dry them off. And then while you're washing them and drying them off, you can go ahead and set your oven to 480 degrees. So it can be getting up to temperature, preheating to 480 while you take care of this. We're just gonna dry these off real good. Get all the water off of them. Once you get your peppers washed and dried, put down a piece of tinfoil on your baking sheet. Put your peppers on top. Then we're going to slide them in the oven. After your oven gets up to heat, 480. And you want to try to not have them really touching. Then you're gonna put them in there, and we're gonna blacken them on all sides. So I'm fixing to cut this oven on broil and see if I can't blacken that, and then I'll come and I'll turn them over and blacken the other side. And then I'll show you what we do after that. And you have to keep an eye on it because you will burn the tar out of your peppers if you're not careful with the oven on broil. Now, once your peppers look good and burnt on one side, see how these are looking good and burnt? Ooh, camera's fogging up. Hang on. There we go. Oh, they're good and burnt. I think these can burn a little bit more, but we want to burn them all. Make them look kind of like this one. But once they get to looking kind of like that, you would roll them over to the other side just with a pair of tongs, like that. So this side would get good and burnt now. That one looks good and burnt back there. It needs to roll on over. Maybe this one. I think these others need to burn a little bit more. That one looks good. We'll push these back in, let them get burnt some more. You may be saying, oh no, they're burnt, they're gonna be bad. I'll show you what we're gonna do. They're gonna be good. Don't worry about them being black, that's what we want. All right, it's time for us to roll them again. Well, that don't work too well. Let's try this. Alright, so these are about ready to take out. They're black on most sides. They don't look very appealing or appetizing at the moment. But you know, when they're ugly like this, you've done it right. Oh look, there's one that needs to go some more. But this is the way they should look. They should look really burnt and not very appetizing. They smell really good, but this is what you want. So we're gonna push this back in for a minute. And I think this is the only one that might need it on that side. I think the rest of them are looking pretty good. We're gonna push it back in and let that one do its thing. And then when they get done, we're gonna take them out and we're gonna put them in a plastic bag so all the steam will stay in the bag with it. And we're gonna leave it in there about 15 minutes. We now have our second batch of peppers in the oven roasting. I took the first batch out and put them in a plastic bread bag. We just saved a bread bag. Put them in the plastic bread bag, twisted the top up, let them sit in there for about 15 minutes so the steam can stay in there. And I'll show them to you. So this is just the bread bag and all of them are in there, and leave it about 15 minutes. I'm actually gonna leave it until the next batch gets done, and then I'll take these out and put the others in. We'll check on the second batch here. Our other peppers are about to come out of the oven, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out of the bag. They've been in there steaming long enough. They're still hot, but all this is gonna come off. You're gonna peel off all these peelings, and they should just come off just like that. We're just gonna have to let these cool down because they're still hot. I don't know if you can see it steaming, but it's super hot right there. So we're just gonna pull off the peelings. See how easy they come off? But it's super hot, so we're gonna have to let these cool off before we can go any further pulling those off. And I'm gonna pull out the other ones and put them in this bag and let them sit for about 15 minutes. Okay, so I took the last batch out, I put them in a bag, but I screwed up and stuck the bag to the pan and burned a hole in it. So I had to trade from this bag over to this bag. And you're just gonna leave them in there 15 minutes and then pull them out. And then you'll put them on some kind of tray. And you'll just kind of let them cool off and you'll pull the skins off. This one, the skins are already off. But I'll take you step through step about pulling the skins off and how to de-seed them. But we gotta let these cool off because they're pretty hot right now. But the skins just peel off like that. And they're pretty easy to peel. So now we're gonna start peeling our peppers that we've roasted and taking the seeds out of them. And I'll show you how easy it is once they cool off. It's pretty easy to get everything out. The worst part is the seeds because there's so many seeds, but you can use a paper towel. It's easier to get them out, but I'm not doing all that. I'm picking them out, you know, with my hand. Alright, so here's our pepper that we've roasted. We're just gonna pull the peelings off, and they come off pretty easy. Throw the peelings to the side. We don't want those. Get rid of that. And there's most of the peelings. But you do want all the peelings off because if you leave any of this black one here, you're gonna get the burnt taste in your soup. We don't want that. So we'll go ahead and peel all that off. There's some more. And then we have have all the seeds to deal with. And you can take a paper towel to get them all out. And they seem to get everywhere. But when you get done, you have a piece of roasted red pepper with no seeds that you can put in your soup, and we will go over. When you get done, it looks kind of like this, and I will do a video on making the soup, but this is how you roast red pepper. I still have this bag to go ahead and peel, but I have another bag over here that I've already peeled. Let's see if we can't get this open. Sorry for the shaky camera. But these I have already peeled. And they're ready for soup. If you like what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I hope this helped you out. You know how to roast red peppers now. Thanks for watching. God bless you all.